time.
And you touched me back.
You know what? Don't touch me.
Did he give consent?
Right.
The first time?
But
Did she ask him?
That's what I mean. Like if I put it out there and you pick it up.
She said that he was half asleep too. Maybe she started it. Maybe she reached over there in her sleep and gave him a quick tug. And being
in a sexual relationship does not give your partner permission to have sex with you and you can't consent. This is still rape. This is not okay. He was raping you.
Okay, hold on. Read that other one again.
Being in a sexual relationship does not give your partner permission to have sex with you when you cannot consent.
That is true. She already consented when they had sex just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, again, we're not talking about a week later.
Yeah, we're not even talking about the next day.
I understand that she's saying she was asleep and he had already penetrated her.
Yeah.
That's kind of bad form.
Yeah. But she didn't say no. Get off me. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, as soon as if she didn't want that, as soon as she realized what was happening, she should have said, "Hey, stop it."
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Because
or communicated that in some way.
You can't tell me that
you sucked last time. We're not doing this again.
But okay, this is TMI, but I have woken you up with you in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Jesus God.
Fucking rapist.
You seemed pretty happy about it.
But
I disassociated.
But I didn't ask.
Do you know if he's happy about it?
But
parts of it were.
But what I'm saying is, if she didn't communicate that to him,
oh my God.
Number one, she didn't feel strongly enough about it to say, "Hey, stop."
Right. Because she was disassociated.
Well, obviously, even though none of them know what that means. You know what? They probably heard it on an episode of fucking
Dr.
You
Phil.
should stop
Dr.
saying
Phil or
him.
something.
He doesn't respect you.
See, all of these fucking bitches are
He's
giving
predatory.
Oh my God.
Oh, so now he's a predator.
Oh my God.
No, that was at worst a misunderstanding.
This is a big red flag. Someone who woke up to with my man, my boyfriend, raping me. It's still rape. Consent needs to be given every time, explicitly and clearly. If you're drunk, you can't give consent. Asleep cannot give consent.
I bet these bitches are just so fun to be with.
The absence of a no does not equal the presence
each
of
other
a yes.
a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, Ross and I have just raped each other over and over. And I mean, and I'm not
If
making
you'll pour that rum in your coffee, I'm thinking. So that might have been in bad taste.
But I mean, really, I thought part of being in a sexual relationship with someone was that
having the drunk sex.
You've given consent.
Well, just because we're in a relationship, if I try to come on him, he doesn't have to perform, but me trying to come on to him
But you pressured me.
doesn't mean you're such a fucking prude.
God damn.
Doesn't mean that I've assaulted him because
Right, and she specifically said that their relationship is friends with benefits. It's not health benefits, it's fuck benefits.
I mean, that's what friends with benefits are. People who fuck each other.
That's quite literally what it is. So
that defines the relationship.
You've got, for intents and purposes, pre-applied consent. Unless otherwise specified. It means we're fucking. And if you don't want to, fucking tell me.
I mean,
there it is.
Sever ties with them.
Oh, God,
because
these people are crazy.
he would,
Are all these people responding to
this person used to say, this is a man. Within myself, I used to believe this was a gray area. However, it's not. Without specific consent, explicit consent, it's rape.
Who's he trying to sleep with in the group?
One of those bitches. Yeah.
My ex-husband did this for the absolute last time in October. I left him in December. It is rape.
They're talking about something different than...
Over the course of my 10-year marriage, I had this discussion many times. I'm a rape survivor. I woke up to my rapist already inside me. My husband knew all this, but he did this repeatedly. That's different.
That's different.
That is complete. Okay.
That is not the same situation.
No, she told him.
They're making flawed analogies.
Right. Because in this situation, she said, look, this is a problem for me. Mm-hmm. This is something.
And if he kept doing it, yeah, absolutely. There's a bad fucking problem.
He does not respect you. He does. No.
Yeah.
These things are not like the others.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No.
But to call this fucking guy a rapist and he doesn't even know what he did.
Oh, come on. Listen to this person. Unless you had both previously specified that this morning in particular, I want you to initiate sex right before I wake up.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
okay.
Boy, that's a lot of fun.
God damn. I mean, what happened to surprise blowies?
Are you free at 2 a.m.?
These fucking girls must just be a thrill to be with. I bet, you know what? I would be willing to bet that not very many of them are in a relationship because motherfuckers are probably too scared to talk to them because they're afraid that if they, glance at them, they're going to fucking get a sexual harassment suit.
He needs to know that unless you give him absolute consent in that moment and you are fully awake and lucid, he is not to try anything sexual.
And you know what? He doesn't know that because she never fucking told him.
Yeah, like...
I doubt she talked to him afterwards. She probably just went straight onto Facebook.
Well,
consent is not saying no. Consent is saying yes. He crossed a line.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think anyone's asked me, can I have sex with you?
Yeah.
Yes, you can have sex with me.
Like, Ross doesn't go, hey, can I put it in your,
Let me, hold on. I gotta make a note of that.
I gotta send a text. I mean, at 3:04 p.m., I'd like you to put it in my ear hole.
Check the box for yes or no.
We don't, like, do we need to... Do I need to design a form?
Yeah, I think you do. A permission slip. That's what's needed here is permission slip.
Called permission slip it in.
Permission to launch.
No, I like the permission slip it in.
Oh my God. While he may not understand that it is an issue because your body responded, it is an issue.
What did you think I was doing on my phone?
I don't know.
Unless you've given previous consent, it is not okay.
But she did.
She did give previous consent, you dipshit. God.
See, at that point, all right, so if me and Amber met for the first night, I should probably make 100% sure she wants it before I try to give it to her.
If not, that's right.
However, if we are in an ongoing sexual relationship, especially having just done it a few minutes ago, then we're talking about consent by exception, which means unless you say no, we both consent. That's pretty much it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if I put the moves on you and you're like, baby, I'm just, okay.
Yeah, there it is.
We already did it. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, horn dog, get off me. But it, like...
Yeah.
My now ex-husband would do this to me regularly. Anything from a hand in my pants to full-on sex. What?
Maybe you shouldn't have married him then, dumbass.
I mean, I haven't...
If that was an issue...
anything less than explicit and enthusiastic consent is
now
not
it's
consent.
explicit and enthusiastic.
God.
I bet these bitches don't ever have sex.
I've never had anybody go, so, here's what
I need you to
Here's
sign this.
what I'd like to do.
Here's what I thought we might do tonight.
Now, if you take exception to any of this...
At some point, I'm
gonna
going
need
to
you to
stick
sign
this
here,
in your
initial here.
butthole.
Sign here, initial here, and here, and date at the bottom, please. The 3 times are for the 3 times that I plan. If you don't have the last one, leave your initials off then. I mean, fuck.
Jesus.
And while we're talking about this, I think it's important to say we understand that people have pasts.
Oh, yeah.
And the way we react to things are a combination of quite a few things, and our past is one of them. However, and I also want to say that when I hear this normally, where I think everybody else is wrong, it's probably me. I'm probably the one that's wrong.
No.
But I'm not the one that's wrong here. Every one of these motherfuckers are wrong.
And I've still...
Both legally and ethically speaking.
I haven't seen one person go, okay, this person, hold on. This person says it's very different for everyone. Boundaries have to be set, and if your boundaries are that you need to give consent, then that's your boundary, and that's not okay, and it can be considered assault. If it makes you upset, your feelings are valid. My boyfriend and I do this often because we enjoy it. He enjoys it. However, we both are on board, and we know this is something So, like,
yeah. All she would have to say to make this whole thing fine is tell him, dude, don't do that again.
It kind of it triggers me.
It weirded me out. I'm not a big fan of it, and I'm 100% sure if he
cares for her even the slightest,
he'd be like, oh shit, my bad. Okay, yeah, I won't do that again.
Because let's face it, he doesn't. Chances are he does not want to make her feel bad. He wants her.
He wants to keep fucking her. Yeah.
Right.
And I get that, like some of these that have been, I was raped in the past.
And I woke up.
I can see that being an issue. Okay, I get it.
Or
sorry.
If she woke up and he had it in her butt, I could see where that would probably be a problem. But doing what they just finished doing.
Like, again, this is, like, it was years before, during oral sex, Ross could touch the back of my head and me not lose my shit. Because it triggered something.
Right.
And then that's completely different because I would say you can't, but he couldn't know that if I didn't tell him that.
Right. And what I'm saying, just that guy can't read her fucking mind either.
Touching your partner while they pleasure you is kind of like what you do.
Well, and especially if she acted like she was into it when he was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel bad for this guy.
Not
because
only
he
did she act
realize,
like it, she said herself she was into it.
Yeah. He didn't do anything wrong, and he's got 1,000 motherfuckers calling him a rapist.
And
that's I keep doing this. That's more aggressive than I want to be, in an inanimate object. But
let's see if can you imagine his state of mind if he read all these?
Oh my God, yeah. If I was him, I'd be like, hey, look.
I'm sorry,
I didn't mean to do whatever you think I did, but I am certainly not seeing you ever again.
Yeah.
No shit.
Especially when she's like, I can't even look at him because I feel like he assaulted me. Whoa.
Wow.
Two things. One, this relationship is obviously over. And number two, I'm sorry. And if that's not good enough, you can go file a fucking report and we'll see if it holds legal status.
Listen, this is rape for sure. If this is something he was interested in, a normal freaking person would have talked to you about it.
Nobody does that.
Apparently, I'm not a normal freaking person.
Neither is anybody else.
But,
unless they're just the most...
people act like they're so damn better than everybody else. So much smarter. People should know. People should just read your fucking mind and know better.
Can't be spontaneous with these fuckers at all.
Okay, this happened to me once. I haven't pre-read this, so I don't know where this is going to go. It just looks interesting. But it's happened to me once, but it was because I tend to touch my boyfriend while I'm asleep. So he thought I was awake, and he started having sex with me. I woke up, and I told him it was a nice way to wake me up. She must have had a typo because she's saying, so he felt awful. He said sorry, and then he explained to me, and I said, in the future you have consent. So she had a typo in there. She must have meant to say it wasn't a nice way to wake me up.
But she gave him future consent. So again, by exception, unless that consent's retracted,
they communicated.
Exactly. So in this fucking girl, instead of talking to the guy, she just went and fucking posted it on Facebook because that's the responsible thing to do when you think you might have been assaulted.
I just want to say that you're under no obligation to help him understand that what he did was wrong.
Oh, that's
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Well, then how's he supposed to... He didn't caveman bang her over...
Where do these fucking idiots get these ideas? That's not how that works.
Yeah, no, I mean, ladies, if you're listening, and Austin too, we can't read your fucking minds.
No.
If we did something wrong... and you don't tell us, actually, if we did something wrong and you don't tell us and we say, what's wrong? You're going to fucking say, nothing. Well, fuck off. Then we don't know. If we did something that you didn't like or think we should have done, no matter what the fuck it is, just tell us because we are not psychic. And guess what? Fucking neither are you. So communication is really fucking important.
Okay. I think this is an interesting one we should talk about.
Okay.
Because this is a guy responding to this.
Is it the same
No.
glad-handing bullshit?
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
And he
Good,
said,
good.
I had a girlfriend that had a trauma experience.
Okay.
We talked about how she could forget in her headspace where she was in that moment and kind of go back. And she had given me consent. And she would kind of wake up suddenly to the situation and believe I'm raping her. And if that happens, I should stop immediately and, you're okay. That worked for us very well. She was able to, at any point, I knew that she might say no. And if there was a no, I stopped, But he's like, Damn. Okay, so it turns out she went and stabbed a man with a knife.
Oh.
And he died.
Who did?
His ex-girlfriend, because he didn't give her the consent.